Yo, welcome back, and today's video is going to be about my training program, and also you're going to see a glimpse of my training. So starting off, this is my warm-up. Just changed it up this one, so we're doing some skipping, so working on really quick fast movements with the feet. I've obviously sped it up to get all the footage in. And if you're someone who hasn't got the room to be running around in a garden, for example, you can use skipping. Here I'm using one foot, but like you've seen in the previous clip, you can use both, and I just alternated from one foot to the other to both, and just did this for around 5 minutes. Moving on, I wanted to show some of the stretches I do as well before I take part in any football. I think it's really important to be stretching beforehand. One, in a dynamic fashion such as this, so you're moving all the time, because it's a game of football, we're always moving. So static stretching at the beginning is not what you want to be doing. You want to be doing it at the end of your warm-up. So in here you can see some examples of stretches I will be doing. Make sure you're always moving all the way through them, like I say, and really make them game realistic. So here we're going through something how I start all my football sessions, and that's just some ball mastery techniques. I've picked this up from 7 NLC and Become Elite, and they're just really nice and simple ways to get yourself loads of touches before you get into your actual workout. You don't ever want to just go into the drill straight away. You want to get comfortable on the ball, and here I'm going to show you some really simple ones. So I'm going to let you watch them, the videos speak for themselves. Sit back, take some notes, and watch me with the ball mastery. Moving into the first part of my session, and we're just using the wall here and just doing some passing and receiving. Currently working on first touch passing. So one thing I need to say beforehand is this probably is the first time I've done any passing and receiving in the 4 years. So some of the touches can be really funny. I've slowed down some of the worst ones so we can laugh at them. Other than that, what I want you to really understand is that you don't actually need that much space. I got enough work done in this really small space and just kept it up as much as I can. If you're like me and have a garden where the pitch can be a little bit uneven and it might bobble up, well, just get used to it, because that's very game realistic. What I aim to do is do anything between 45 to a minute working with a wall, and then taking 30 to a minute rest and just repeating that. So I decided to actually go onto the other wall facing me. This one's a little bit smaller, so it made me focus on getting the ball down. It did pop up a few times, but it made the passes a little bit better. And what we're working on now is just 2 touches. We're also working on 2 touches, trying to go back to the same foot each time, 2 touches. But like I say, I'm still having a little bit of hard time. Watching the footage back, one thing I can see already, which I'm not doing enough of, and that's being on the balls of the feet. Being flat-footed like I am now is really bad, because you're always going to receive the ball bad. That's why you can see some of these touches are going all over, and that's one thing you're going to be seeing in the more footages, that I'm on the balls of my feet more, and when I'm moving more athletically and I'm not just stood there. But like I say, with this being the very first training session I did, there's still a little bit of rust there. And like I say, in some of the videos you're going to be seeing in the future, the rust is slightly gone off, because like I say, I batch recorded these, so all these ones you're going to be seeing, I'm going to title them. They're all going to be called week 1, and this is like the first week that I'm going to be doing. Now we're moving on to the second drill. What I really wanted to work on here the best I could was hitting the ball off the wall, turning off the back foot and opening up some space. So hitting again, opening that body out, turning. So 2 things that I really struggled with on here. One is turning and not knocking the ball too far ahead. And the second one, again, is being really flat-footed. So that made it really hard. So I wasn't either going to meet the ball if it was slow, or I wasn't jumping back a little bit if it was going a bit too quick. But We're going to sit, watch me work on this. We're going to put the music over the top and we can really look and see how I got better over the time. So that concludes my training. I had some time to stretch off and think about what I've done. I thought it was okay. I thought today was an okay session. There's still loads I need to work on, still loads I need to improve. I can't believe how rusty I am as well. Like, it's complete. I feel like my body's not even used to it. I thought there might be a little bit more muscle memory there. But like I said, I've only had 2 sessions now, so hopefully over time that will start to build and develop. But it's definitely a bit of a shock to me. I kind of thought I was going to come back and just be normal. But yeah, gonna keep working at it, because like I say, if anything, it makes the journey much better, because it's gonna be 1, a longer process, 2, more enjoyable, because I'm actually gonna see real development. But anyway, I'll head back to Tyler in the studio. Thanks for that, Tyler. Well, now I'm all back, set up, had a shower, had time to eat and recover. We're actually gonna go talk about what I've been mentioning today, which is my training program. So this video is all about how I've programmed my training, using some principles known from fitness, also watching a couple of YouTube videos, and hopefully for people out there who are looking to start putting their own programs together, this hopefully could be a really good thing for you. So the first thing, what you need to consider when you're doing your program is goals. So goals is something everybody talks about all the time, and I don't mean scoring one, I mean actually writing and having one. So goals can come in a lot of forms, and the way I broke it down is in short, medium and long-term goals. So what I did, I spent 5-10 minutes just writing down some short-term goals, medium-term goals, long-term goals, and kind of just categorized them on stuff I want to do. And what I found was the main short goal I have at the moment is to complete a 6-week training program. So that's my short-term goal. Yeah, 6 weeks seems a long amount of time, but in the reality of stuff, for example, like a year, it's quite a small amount of time within a year period. So that's my small time goal. My medium term goal is to complete 3 months of training and hopefully get back into 5 and 7-a-side football if lockdown permits. And like I say, if we're allowed to do small-sided football by that time. And like I say, completing 3 months of a training program is definitely what I want to do in the midterm. And my long-term goal is to start a season with a club. So this is going to be whenever 11-a-side grassroots football starts again. That is my goal. So when that starts up and running, I want to be there for the first season back after the COVID-19. So they're the 3 goals. The short-term plan. I think the short-term plan's the best because it's what I'm going to actually be working on at the moment. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to be doing a 6-week program. So first, to make a 6-week program, you need to understand 1, how to make a program, and 2, how to put it all together. So the biggest thing and the main key takeaway point from this video is progressive overload, and that is so important when it comes to programming. So from a fitness point of view, progressive overload comes in intensity. So for example, if you're doing the squats at the gym, bench press, it's increasing that weight every time you go. I'm going to implement the same kind of thing with my workouts, but I'm also going to do the same with my training. So the training and drills, I'm going to be able to measure them, and I will be able to put stuff in place to know if I'm improving. So I will be able to do, for example, time it might take me to complete a drill. it might be touches of the ball within a minute, anything that I can actually measure to see how I'm getting better, and then next week I can progress it and progress and progress, because without progression there's no progress. I'm making 1 week, so you need a foundation, so that's going to be a 1 week plan. I'm going to put the 1 week plan on screen now so you guys can see it while I talk through it. So it's simply brought down into a Monday session, a Tuesday session, a Wednesday session, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with Sunday being a rest day. So as you can see, on Monday, what I'm looking to do is in the morning, do some ball mastery. So that's going to be touches on the ball, looking at a couple of videos I've seen on YouTube from MLC 7 and Become Elite, and just little touches with the ball, 10-minute drills, just to get you more comfortable on the ball, which is something I really need, as you can see by the training footage. And then in as well, I'm going to be doing a dribbling session. So I'm going to go to the pitch, I've got cones, I'm going to set up dribbling. I'm going to do 3 workouts there, so I'm going to bring my dribbling into 3 sections, and we're going to go through each section. At the end of my sessions, there's going to be some element of fitness which I'm going to put in there. Try to get a bit of sharpness, just overall improve my cardio, so when I'm doing the drills I'm not so fatigued. Move on to Tuesday. So Tuesday is what we call a double day. So we're going to do some technical work on Tuesday mornings with the ball mastery and a technical session, very similar to what you've seen in today's video, using the wall, passing, 2-touch, working on my touch. And then in the evening we're going to be doing a leg workout. So luckily for me, being a PT, I've actually invested in some dumbbells, resistance bands. So even though I don't have a gym, I can do some workouts, and I will be showing you guys them as well on a Tuesday. Wednesday, same as Monday. We're going to be doing 2 sessions in the morning. Again, ball mastery, because the more touches on the ball, the better it's going to be for me. And then we're also going to be doing what I like to call a touch and pass session. So a touch and pass session is working on some passing distances, working on receiving the ball, opening it out and playing a ball. And it's also going to work on a touch. So it's going to be working on bringing the ball down, getting the ball out of my feet and looking for a pass. I feel like this really replicates in the game. For example, being a right back, he's getting the ball out of your feet, get it to a more creative midfielder and getting a play ticking rather than keeping the ball and holding it. So that's what that session is going to be. And again, there's not going to be no workout because I'm giving myself a break in between. Then we're going to move on to Thursday, which again follows on similar to Tuesday, so you can kind of see what the pattern's going to be. And that's going to be ball mastery in the morning, and it's going to be another technical session. So again, this technical session will be working on same elements. Each technical session may vary slightly in terms of what I do with the wall or what ball I'm using, but basically it's all about getting loads of touches in, really working on key fundamental skills. And again, in the afternoon, this time I'm going to be doing an upper body workout. So I'm going to be working the upper body. Again, you can see the pattern, you can see how it's rolling. So Friday, again, it's going to be a pitch day, so ball mastery in the morning, then going into the pitch. What we're going to do on this day is basically what I like to call game realistic. So we're going to do some drills which can be game realistic, so it might be a case of movement, then going into a dribbling with the ball, then going into recovery runs. It can be going tracking forwards, tracking backs, turning, sprinting, a little bit more dynamic movements. Like I say, Saturday, again, it's going to be ball mastery in the morning, another technical session, this time working probably on juggling because it's a weekend, so working on my keepy uppies, 2-touch, 1-touch, left foot, right foot, inside, outside. And then I'm also going to be doing full body weight exercises, so that's going to run on Saturday, Sunday being my rest. Really easy to put these into process. What I did was basically watch loads of videos, see what people are doing and take tips. That's completely fine to do. Like, it's hard for me as a personal trainer anyway to know everything, so it's always good that you keep learning. There's nothing wrong with learning and keep going and keep going, and it's something what I'm going to be doing on this journey. So I hope that you guys can comment some ideas and we can keep bouncing off each other. You can help me grow and help me learn, and that's perfect. You might get little tips from this video as well. A quick breakdown on how I'm going to be training from now, because I want to train with purpose. I have a goal now and I'm driven towards that, so I really want to put all my attention in the right way and not just go out there and completely wing it. You've seen some of my training and you can see there's a long road ahead of me, but that makes it ever more exciting, and I think it's going to be a really good thing. So thanks for sticking around to the end, guys. If you manage to do that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell notification on as well. Other than that, guys, it's TMW here and I'm out.